Start where you are. Welcome to your daily hit of grace and grit, your quick dose of inspiration to kickstart your day. This show is proudly sponsored by Rumble and Rise. To find out more about joining Rumble and Rise, head on over to graceandgrit.com/ready to rumble. I'm Courtney Townley, and here is today's hit. There's a quote by Arthur Ashe that I come back to time and time again. It says this: start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. It's beautifully simple, right? But when you're working on behavior change, real sustainable change, it kind of becomes a compass. Because one of the biggest misconceptions about changing your life in any kind of meaningful way is that you have to have it all figured out. You have to know every step of the process before you begin. But I want to offer you this. There's a natural intelligence built into the process of change that actually protects you from knowing everything ahead of time. Let me explain. If you could see every step you have to take ahead of time, every moment of discomfort, every obstacle that was going to get thrown in your path, every challenge, you would talk yourself out of the journey before you ever started. Not knowing is a gift. Not knowing is what's keeping you from overwhelm and paralysis. And this is why I'm constantly reminding my clients, just follow the breadcrumbs. Take the next step based on the best of what you currently know. Not the step you might take 6 months from now. Not the step you would have taken 20 years ago. Not the step that someone else thinks you should take, but the next right step based on the best of what you currently know about yourself today. And here's the magic. When you take that step, when you act with clarity that you have now, the knowing you have now, the next breadcrumb gets revealed. And then the next, and the next. Clarity and understanding grows through movement. But so many people get stuck at the starting line of behavior change because they're trying to outthink uncertainty. They want guarantees. They don't want to have to risk failure. They want a map with no surprises. They want to know that they won't fail. Unfortunately, behavior change does not unfold like that, my friends. It is not delivered as a full blueprint. It is delivered through a series of invitations and experiments and a whole lot of messiness. So shift this belief. Try this small action. Practice this new skill. Learn from this feedback. And with each step, your confidence, your self-trust starts to grow. So let's return to Ashe's words. This time, though, through the lens of building consistency. Start where you are. Not where you wish you were, not where you used to be, but start inside the truth of your current habits, your current capacity, your current stress load, your current skill sets. Honesty is the birthplace of sustainable change. Use what you have. Maybe you have today 5 minutes. Maybe you have low energy. Maybe you have shaky courage, but you also have lived experience, resilience, curiosity, and the ability to take one small action that aligns with the woman you really want to be in the world. Do what you can. Not the highest version of what you think you should be able to do. Not the perfect version of the habit you saw online. What can you do today, fully and consistently, is worth infinitely more than what you don't do because it felt too big. Behavior change is not about conquering the entire staircase. It's about taking the next step that you can actually sustain. So if you're waiting to feel certain until you feel motivated, until you have your whole plan fleshed out, let today be your interruption. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need the next breadcrumb. And when you pick it up, the journey will unfold exactly as it needs to, revealing the next action, the next insight, the next opportunity to practice being the person or the version of you that you want most fully expressed. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, and trust that the rest will be revealed in perfect timing, because it will. If this stirred something inside of you, imagine what a whole book of clarity and courage could ignite. The Consistency Code, a midlife woman's guide to deep health and happiness, goes even deeper into the mindset and practices that create real, meaningful change at midlife. Grab your copy today over at theconsistencycode.com and keep the momentum alive.